Zoe felt trapped. The box that had fallen on her was heavy. She had trouble breathing. The room had photos of a mother and daughter, but something seemed odd to Zoe as she was suffocating. She pushed the boxes around her up and the box fell on the other side of her. She saw that photo and escaped from the house. It was a mother and a daughter, but the word wasn't family. It was chains, like chains to hold her down from freedom or to keep her trapped under her thumb, excessively to hold her captive. She seemed happy, yet her face spoke of hidden pain. Zoe ran to the nearest door and explained to police that there was a girl and mother in a house, but the house was gone. When they investigate the house, there was no sign of a house ever or a family in the place. Zoe described, no matter, she was sure what she saw was no hallucination. The sounds of the now forest was dark, eerie. She could faintly see a blue-haired girl. Women she couldn't tell. Yellow shirt by her, a little girl with a bright bow, red in color. She blinked and it was gone. Natalie saw Zoe, worried. What happened? What's wrong? There was a house here, I am sure, I believe, but there's no evidence of public records of a house here ever. Zoe, putting off the worries, said, let's get a shake at that place. It's called Tabby Zabby's. It is not a far walk from Peter and Salt Band House. For free we can get a free ice cream. There she was, the dark thin figure moved, creeping across the fence. Terrence! Terrence! Yell Rebecca. The thing moved in such an unusual way, robotic. Even Rebecca saw the blue hair as if it was a person's hair, but it definitely wasn't a regular person. She could tell her eyes were dark and hollow. The lips of this monster, this creature, was bright pink paint or something else. It moved snakily as it slithered from one side of the fence to the other. Rebecca said, Terrence, what is that thing? As this thing turned its head, Terrence and Rebecca looked at what it was, looking at a girl with bright orange hair and a flower on her shirt being walked home by a green shirt man. As both Terrence and Rebecca green shirt man, they recognize him as their friend Tim. Tim was a kind person, but they saw this creature staring at them both. I'm not them both, with a sinister smile, mouthing the words, I'm going get them. The two walking, the girl and the green shirt man, begin to walk. Terrence and Rebecca saw the creature leap into the woods behind their fence. Then it was over. This creature disappeared, leaving Terrence and Rebecca fence. Terrence said to Rebecca, what was that thing? Should we call Tim? What are we gonna? That thing is not human. Maybe for my TV. Shall I watch at one point? Do you mean Peter and Salt? Said Rebecca. Yeah, replied Terrence. The two friends, Tears and Rebecca, closed their windows and went to sleep, and they would begin to think as they slept if that thing was hunting their friend. Macy saw her mother. Macy, dear, can you grab the groceries in the car? Macy replied, yes, Mom. The same thing happened for weeks. Nothing seemed to change. Life seemed one big loop. Macy knew something was off. She, a smart 6-year-old after all, she could see her mother leaving every single day to get groceries, yet they never ate all the food. Macy knew because she carried the bag into the house. It's carpet floors as you walk, in a wooden floor, and then a stairway leading to the upstairs, a room where when Macy friends come over they play video games and other things. Pecan cart was her friend's favorite. The bag was always full and always given to her mother, yet they ate a small meal that was her favorite meal of all, chicken nuggets and fantastic fries at the local store. It was called Tab and Run. She was confused. Who was eating all the food? Was it her dad? No, Ma had said Dad was on trip out of town for a month, and yet she could remember he came home a day ago. Where's Dad? Macy said to her mother. Your father is out a trip, remember? Maybe Macy was missing her dad. Maybe that could be all. The dog. No, Macy's dog was eating dog food. So the food was just disappearing. Yeah, thought Macy. The night of the dream, Macy was fast asleep, dreaming sweet dreams, remembering she had put the weird loop far from her mind. She was dreaming. There stood a creature, blue hair and a voice that sounded like her mother, and she heard her own voice as well, and her sobbing in tears, but her hair was blue. The dim light showed her and her mother looking similar in appearance, to be mistaken as the same. She woke up confused. What did it mean? You know my name? I do. Yes, I am the name of your childhood pain. No. You're not. You're just a dream and an illusion, that's all. Really, Rhonda, or should I say Macy, we both know I am very real. You know I am real as much as the people who hurt you are real. Your friends became your enemies. Now mentally you're suffering. Ahmed, no. Mary faintly saw her mother's face in the robots, but it wasn't her. Mary's dad made it for an additional character at Tabby Zabby's to even out the kind and lovable cat. Something human, like a character her mother might relate with to, one older, more crazy, and the other young and scared, both with blue hair and a yellow shirt. Do you miss him? Yes and no. Your family is broken. I am very sorry for your pain, yet through me I am the pain in form, so I know your pain. The family broke up when you were 7. Don't be sad. Rhonda, your father left us when you were 7. I couldn't tell you till now. I hope it didn't affect you. It did affect me. My whole childhood filled with a breakup of my role models, the ones I should have trusted. At school, Rhonda. Hey Zach. Carl said you wanted to play video games. Sure, is your dad home? No, I don't think he's coming back. Yeah, I am sorry, Rhonda. You didn't need this sorrow, this pain. He's your dad. You should be able to be with him. Your sisters are rebel to your mom. They love your dad. I hear they went with him when your dad and mom split. I am sorry, Rhonda. I sadly know too much. I don't mean to be rude. No, it's fine, Zach. I needed to hear that. Well, I know what will cheer you up. Literally. Hey, Carl, can you come over here? Rhonda wants to talk to you. Wait, Zach, what are you doing? Oh, I am sorry. Are you embarrassed? Do you like Carl? Shut up, Zach. I don't. He's my friend. I just admire his personality. That's all right. Sure, you definitely don't have a crush on him. Zach, stop. I am blushing. Oh, Carl didn't hear me. That's good thought, Rhonda. Rhonda had a little crush on Carl since first grade. She always wondered if he felt the same, but hello, for him, will it lead to these two friends together? Who knows whether their love will bloom or go kaboom. Rhonda. Said Susan, do you like Carl? Why do you all keep asking that? I don't. Oh, is that so? Hey Carl, can you sit with us? Sure, I guess. Oh, hey Rhonda. Hey, why Carl? Susan, yeah, I knew you liked him. You can't deny it. Yes, I can. I do. I don't like Carl like that. We're just friends. Sure thing, you can keep denying it, but one day he is going to find out. Find out what, Susan? That I like him. As if, but you all asking me the question over and over has made me reconsider. Oh, hey girl, what's up? Me and Foxy and Rhonda are just eating lunch and wondered if you wanted to sit with us. Oh, sure, Susan. Hey Rhonda. Yeah, Carl. Rhonda blushing. Zach told me you were going to have a game night at your house. It is always fun. You mother seems nice, I guess, and she is super kind to us. I was wondering when we all visit we play pecan cart. Sure, replied Rhonda. There it stood, the old remains of a small business that once was filled with 5 to 8 guests at a time. Now its blue paint was still visible to what it had been 10 years ago, but the windows were boarded up. Zach had always enjoyed to go get a small treat of candy from them. Now those days were long past. Carl and Rhonda had hoped at one time to refinish the old shack instead. The first Tabby Zabby's, a name Zach had suggested to Carl and John. It rhymed. Zach laughed. Weren't those the day when Carl and him got along with each other? The business and family took most of Carl's focus, and yet Zach hadn't found someone to be with. He was content to wait for it. Paychecks don't pay like they used to. The art of Tabby Zabby's and Peter and Salt was Zach and Carl and John. Zach used to hang out with Rhonda for hours and never get bored of conversation. Then a tear falls from his eye, remembering. Carl. Yeah, Rhonda. Do remember my mom? Yeah, she seemed very nice. Why? Well, she wasn't as nice as she appeared. What do you mean? She was suffocating me like I had chains, and my sisters Molly and Jane had seen worse than me. My mom was mentally abusive and verbally abused. She would call me unkind names that I realize now were bad, but then I just took it. I have not told anyone but you the true nature of my mom. My dad, my sisters say, was a good man. I remember small blips of memory with him. Ma forced him out and he left unwillingly, but he had to leave my mom or she would accuse him of anything to get him in prison, and then she would take us forever. I mean, she did, but dad was hoping to come back to us. He missed us too, yet he never came back. The only time he came back was our wedding.